I'm Matt.
I'm Shane, and you are about to listen to an excerpt from a Comic Movie Marks podcast.
So if you like what you hear, make sure you hit that like button real hard, and make sure you subscribe to Comic Movie Marks. And always remember,
if Trailer Trash can do it,
anyone can do it. So we'll go on a positive note, and we'll talk about some Krypton news, some news that we had a while back that we actually read, but then Audacity fucked up the episode, and it kind of got lost into the shuffle, but we wanted to talk about it because eventually when Krypton does come out, that's one of the shows we will review on here.
Yeah.
Young Justice, that. I saw somebody ask us about Black Lightning. I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
I'm not much into the CW shows.
Yeah, we both have kind of faded away, and unfortunately, from the stuff that I've been seeing, I have no interest in delving into that. Unfortunately, maybe to make fun of it.
Maybe some. I mean, maybe we're wrong. A lot of people seem to like it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I right now the CW shows just I have no interest in the CW shows.
Yeah,
I'm not into that fucking 23 episodes of dragging the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
And it's just not my flavor.
Yeah, if I was into that, I would watch Smallville all over again, because that's basically what they did.
God damn, Smallville! Yeah, shit out of things.
Great series. Can't wait for the streaming service. So this article was actually written in the beginning of February 2nd.
God
so
damn.
Yeah, as Matt said a while ago. But it is titled "Everything You Need to Know About Sci-Fi's Krypton." I won't go into as much detail as I did the last time.
That's probably good for you.
Yeah. So
Shane's getting tired.
I am. I'm stumbling over my words and
Stubbling.
Did I just say stumbling? Woo! I'm not tired at all.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's fucking spry as a 50-year-old.
So, yeah, fuck, I feel like it. So this says, Sci-Fi's new series Krypton, which premieres on March 21st, will explore the generations of drama that predated that event, as well as the legacy it creates for the future superhero. Krypton follows the young Kryptonian Segel, portrayed by Cameron Cuff, who just happens to be Superman's grandfather. The House of El has a long-standing tradition of rising up against oppressors and fighting for the common good, so when a stranger from the future, that aptly named Adam Strange, shows up to warn Seg that some bad people want to destroy Krypton, Seg is faced with a complicated question: how do you protect the future of the universe?
Call the Ghostbusters. Wow. That wasn't planned, if anybody was wondering.
No, not at all.
He just bust into song.
Always. That's what we do. Due to the rabble-rousing, the House of El has been cast out of the Kryptonian society, so not only does Seg have to work on rebuilding his family's reputation, he also has to make sure Krypton isn't preemptively destroyed so that his grandson, Kal-el, can be born. Where I'm from, your grandson becomes the greatest hero of the universe, Adam tells Seg. That seems like a pretty big deal, but it's a bit bittersweet to know that your grandson becomes the greatest hero of the universe because of your world's impending destruction and death of everything you know and love. Seg has to hold that destruction off, but maybe not stop it altogether for the sake of the universe. So that is kind of an intriguing start of, like, he knows that, you know, your grandson is the greatest hero of the universe, but so you don't want to stop your planet from exploding altogether. You just have to, I guess.
Hopefully they don't dive too much in that. I don't really. I could give two shits about anything about kal-el. I don't want to know anything about kal-el. Hell, maybe even not even anything about jor-el. I want to know about Krypton's history and Krypton's past. So hopefully they don't rely. Like, that's one of the things I don't like about Gotham is the fact that they have this little Bruce Wayne. I would like it if they just never even had him in the fucking show. I don't need to see him slowly put on shitty costume after shitty costume to look like Batman eventually.
With no ears?
Yeah. I don't need to see that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I want to know about the crime and how did Gotham get to the point it did.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about the Alfred. I don't know what. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did the same thing. They always kept pushing all the MCU movies, all the things that happened in the MCU movies. They would talk about the Hulk or something or Thor. And I don't need that. I want to hear the story that you're going to give me. I don't need to know. It's so connected to this and that and that. I want to hear about the stories. I want to know about Krypton, like a little bit about the Man of Steel Krypton when do they start artificial population control?
Right.
You know, do they fuck for fun? Do they fuck at all? I mean, how does fucking going down there? I mean, is there a Krypton condom? Like, I'm just curious. Like, how does that all work? You know, the cracked moon that we were talking about before in that one.
Yeah.
Just kind of interesting little things like that. There's so much mythos that they could dive into. And I hope they kind of go into that. I hope they just don't sit there and, I mean, obviously, as we saw, we got an image now of Brainiac in the most recent trailer. We got that image. So he's going to be part of that. That's going to be cool. I like to see Brainiac. You know, in some of the comic versions, Brainiac is the reason why Krypton gets destroyed. That might be where they're going with this, is that he has to, it's like Skynet. You know, he keeps delaying it over and over again. Yeah. Sarah Connor's there.
Right.
John Connor's there.
Nice.
Arnie comes in. You know, all that stuff. And they fight off a T-1000 that tries to look... So maybe it's something like that.
That sounds awesome, actually.
Just to delay Judgment Day.
Right, you know? Exactly. That sounds fantastic.
Or Skynet takes over. Rise of the Machine.
Yeah, I agree. I do think there's going to be a little bit of stuff. Probably in the first episode, you're going to see a lot of Superman. Obviously, you have someone from the future going to the past and saying, hey, wait, you have to continue to let your planet blow up, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Well. So... and as Matt said, that I am intrigued as well, as some of the stuff that was established in Man of Steel. I would like to see some of the background.
Goyer's writing this, right?
He is, and so I'm going to get into that. And
are you sure?
This is what I find most intriguing. So this is series executive
then why'd you read the other
producer stuff? David S. Goyer told Entertainment Weekly that Krypton is a gateway into DC's science fiction universe. Because also the Phantom Zone figures into this show, it means we can delve into other times and planets eventually. So that's pretty cool. DCCCO Jeff Johns added that the series time travel does give us some unpredictability and some creative license to do some stories you don't know, or stories that play out differently than what people might assume. All this talk about time travel and gateways to the greater DC universe is exciting, especially when you take into account that Goyer revealed at the 2018 TCAs that Krypton already has a 7 to 8 year plan in the works. Even if Superman doesn't make an appearance, though Goyer hasn't rolled that out yet, there at least seems to be plenty of time and flexibility going on for some
Superman
classic
shows
DC
up,
faves.
Krypton's over.
Yeah.
The planet's gone. Krypton doesn't exist. If Superman appears, I mean, unless he's a little baby with a little baby dick like in Man of Steel, like, it kind of ends the show.
Right. This is always my issue with time travel is...
I guess, yeah, they can do that.
Yeah, I feel like it is somewhat of a cop-out.
You put Superman 1 on your fucking best origins list, and that's the biggest cop-out of time travel ever.
It totally is. It totally is. Hold on, I can reverse the world.
But fuck you, Dad. I never did it then.
Right.
When you had that heart attack.
No shit. So the article, it's a pretty long article, and it kind of gives a general backstory that I'm not going to go into all of it. I think I did last time when Audacity said "fuck you," we're not recording.
Brainiac corrupted our files.
So yeah, basically, Seg and Adam will be joined by the villainous Brainiac. So he also attacks Audacity. Seg's father, jor-el, and members of Krypton's other prominent houses, including the infamous House of Zod. Lita Zod, portrayed by Georgina Campbell, is a warrior and daughter of General Jaina Zod and Seg's secret girlfriend. And then, that's basically kind of like...
secret girlfriend? What the fuck is this, Romeo
and Juliet? Yeah.
The Montagues and I don't know what the hell the other one
and
was.
And Capulets.
Capulets, yeah. Let's say Capriel.
Capriel. So then, to conclude the article, it says, despite all these complications, at least we know that everything will turn out all right, and that Superman will continue to be the hero that the universe needs,
not for the people
but
of Krypton,
doesn't deserve.
asshole.
Right?
Yeah. Nope. Turn all right.
Right.
The
exactly.
People are getting blown up.
And then from Cameron Welsh, showrunner Cameron Welsh says it's an untold story and fertile ground. EPs Johns and Goyer confirm that Krypton is disconnected from the rest of the DC universe, and they said that they encourage Welsh and his team to go hog wild, giving them free reign to even tackle their own version of Doomsday. that pretty much guarantees there are no rules and could spell bad things for Krypton's characters, as well as some really great things for fans.
Do you think it might look better if they do Doomsday than the one on Smallville?
No, it'll look exactly the same.
They just use the same one.
We're doing time travel. They're just going to pluck that one out.
Maybe they'll do
re-edit
it.
They'll
take the BVS one.
There we go.
You have the troll versus the puppet thing, whatever the hell that thing was.
Yeah, exactly. The pretty much human in a gray paint. So it definitely sounds intriguing. As Matt and I said, that we are hoping that they delve into some of the stuff that was established the things that was established in Man of Steel. The unfortunate part is the fact that Johns and Goyer confirmed that Krypton is disconnected. I really, really wish they would have said, we know that Man of Steel happens, let's lead up to that point. Why can't you have a TV show for once lead into the
Because I don't think they're
universe.
going far enough back. That's the problem. Because if they went back to great-great-great-grandfather, they could tell a lot of that mythos, when they were colonizing and doing that stuff. But you could tell I remember in Man of Steel, that Scott ship's 20,000 years old, and a lot of the colonizing ideas are really old. The artificial population control is really old. But stuff like that.
My fear is they're not going to have any of that in this show, and then I'm going to stop watching after episode 3. If it gets so disconnected and it just becomes a sci-fi.
Well, if it's good, it's good. But
I
would just like answers to some of those questions because I found that always really fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like they did. I mean, they created their own fucking language. Goyer was a part of that. So why just go away from all that work and have the producers and everything?
I think he's just playing fast and loose. I think he's trying to make sure people don't say, "Well, what about Henry? Is Henry ever going to show up on the show?"
Yeah, and I don't need that. I just need
that jerk offs from the Supergirl show. Are they ever going to show up?
They probably will. No,
he's probably just trying his best to disconnect from that, so there's no questions. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll still pick and choose some elements.
Hopefully,
maybe.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, so that concludes this fucking Article Field podcast, the Article Cast.
Yes,
brought to you by the Comic Movie Marks.
Dun dun
with an 8th grade reading level.
Yeah. Woo, at best. Thank you. Best. 8th grade, you think?
Yeah.
All right. So. I appreciate that.
No problem, man. I'm always here for you.
Yeah, good friend.
Get those points.
Yeah.
Take that test.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. No. Bad flashbacks of failing reading. No. Wake up in cold sweats.
So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page. We are at 320 subscribers.
Woo!
A number I never thought I would say.
Oh, man. No shit.
I thought we'd be in the hundreds for the rest of our lives.
Yep, me too. Until we go, you know what? We had a good run 5 years ago. We're still at 100 subscribers.
Solid 100 subscribers, but we're at 100
yeah,
We had a big boom. We actually have an episode that's over 15,000 views.
Fantastic.
A little video that, it actually looks like a real YouTube video. There's 200 comments.
I know. It's insane. Bunch of likes, bunch of thumbs downs. Yeah, looks just like a normal YouTube video.
It looks legit. It looks legit. We had, some people still saying there's no fucking Snyder cut in that, which fucking...
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you didn't make it to the end of the video, obviously.
No, clearly not.
So, that's what always makes me laugh. Anyway... Thank you again for all that. So make sure you find us in iTunes or in the Google Play Store. Find Podcast Republic app because that plays all Comic Movie Mark podcasts.
Yes, and please be sure to leave us that all-important iTunes review as well. I'm done begging.
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, you know how to do it now.
Go to SoundCloud.
Yeah, go to SoundCloud. So also be sure to find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think we might be creating a Vero account, possibly. I'm just jumping on that bandwagon. Get us out there a little bit more.
With your hands? Is that going to be our screen?
It is. Ooh, we're not being filmed, so it works.
Thank God. I scratch my balls way too much on this show.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're sweating like fucking crazy in here, so in our beautiful studio.
And it's winter. Studio. It's 18 degrees outside.
I know. Still wearing shorts.
Pre-menopause. All right.
Exactly.
In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. You're one of very few to make it to the end.
Yes, thank you very much.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Comic Movie Marks Podcast and hit the notification bell. All these fucking YouTube channels say this shit, so I'm going to say it now.
Yes, it's perfect. And if you want to hear our full podcast, you can check out our podcast on iTunes or any other podcast subscription service.
Make sure you subscribe. Thanks again.